Hello everyone, Paul here from Norway. This video provides a detailed evidence-based overview of my current peptide and supplement from severe Guillain-Barré syndrome, GBS related axonal and demyelinating nerve damage that left me with rest paralysis for 20 years. I will explain the specific mechanisms by which each component supports regenerations of axons, myelin sheath, and overall peripheral nerve function. I will reference K preclinical and clinical research findings, and I will send it to you on request. Note that most evidence comes from animal models or limited human studies, and the results are individual. And this is important. This is my personal protocol and experience only. It's not a medical advice, and as you know, I'm not a doctor. Consult qualified physicians before considering any of these substances. My stack consists on the following doses and frequency as of January 2026. My program is an 18-month program, and I'm now in the 17 months. I'm finished with the first month of this program. First, somatropin, human growth hormone. I inject 5 international units daily. BPC 157, that is the peptide, approximately 250 microgram daily. TB 500, 1 to 3 milligram weekly, 2 times a week. Monjaro 10 milligram weekly. Nebido 1000 milligram every 10 to 12 weeks. Cialis for improved blood circulation 5 milligram daily. Multivitamin standard dose and extra D3 vitamins up to 2000 international units daily. Extra vitamin C up to 1000 milligram daily, and important omega-3 standard high doses up to 3 to 4000 international doses daily. And creatine 5 to 15 grams 4 to 5 days a week. And a very important supplement is lion's mane. This is a mushroom extract, and I take up to 1000 to 2000 milligram daily. The last one is NMN, so that is an NAD plus supplement, and I take up to 1000 milligram daily. The primary regeneration focus lies in the peptides, the human growth hormone, and lion's manes, the NMN, creatine, and the supportive vitamins and minerals. Below, I detailed each component with mechanism in GBS recovery context and supporting research. I will now explain the function of the peptides and the growth hormone. The first peptide, and a very important one, is BPC 157. BPC 157 is a synthetic gastric pentadesicapeptide derivative. In my context of chronic GBS-induced peripheral nerve damage, it targets persistent inflammation, poor vascular supply, and disrupted nerve-tendon interfaces. Mechanically, it upregulates growth hormone receptor. Expression promotes anagenesis, new blood vessels formations, to enhance nutrient delivery to injure sites, modulate nitric oxide pathways for anti-inflammatory effects, and it accelerates cellular proliferation and extracellular matrix remodulating. This supports axonal regrowth by increasing axon density and the diameter, while aiding myelin sheath reformation through reduced scar tissues and improved Schwann cell activity. This is some relevant research. A 2010 study in rats with complete sciatic nerve transition demonstrated that BPC 157 with 10 micrograms or 10 Newton kilo per kilo applied shortly after injury significantly improved functional recovery with historical evidence of unchanged nerve organization and reduced axonal degeneration. A 2019 rat model of spinal cord compression showed BPC 157 advanced healing, contracted neural damage, and enhanced motor recovery by promoting remyelination and axonal sprouting. A 2025 narrative review highlighted BPC 157 regenerative effect on tendons, ligaments, muscles, and peripheral nerves in various animal models, emphasizing its role in counteracting chronic damage through anti-inflammatory and pro-angiogenic pathways. Then over to TB500, that is thymosin beta-4 fragment, that is the other peptide. TB500 is also a synthetic fragment of thymosin beta-4. In long-term axonal and demyelinating damage like mine from GBS, it facilitates repair by promoting axon squeezation and cell migration, which are essentials for Schwann cells mobilization and myelin reformation. It also reduces fibrotic scarring, enhances vascular endothelial growth factor expressions from improved blood supply to nerves, and support oligodendric activity for central component of peripheral nerve repair. A 2013 study in type 2 diabetic mice with peripheral neuropathy showed that thymosin beta-4 significantly improved sciatic nerve function, vascular health, and axonal integrity through anti-inflammatory and regenerative mechanism. A 2025 review noted that TB500's benefit in muscle, tendon, ligament, nerve, and gut tissues regeneration models, with emphasis on its role in promoting axonal remodeling, reducing chronic inflammation. Another 2013 preclinical study highlighted its neuroprotective effects after traumatic brain injury, including enhanced neurogenesis, axonal sprouting, and myelin preservation. Then over to somatropin, that is the human growth hormone, or HGH. HGH elevates systemic and local EGF-1 levels, which is critical for Schwann cell proliferation, myelin synthesis, and axon sprouting in chronic degeneration screenings like post-GBS paralysis. In my case, it helps contract ongoing muscle atrophy while facilitating reinnervation and preventing further degeneration through anti-apoptotic effect on neurons. This is some relevant studies. A 2019 study on rats with median nerve injury found that growth hormone enhanced regeneration via higher axon density, improved muscle regeneration, and thicker myelin sheets. A 2024 study showed that GH promote myelin repair and functional recovery in chronic hypoxia models by activating oligodendroids and EGF-1 pathways. A 2016 study confirmed GH accelerates axonal regeneration post-peripheral nerve injury through direct EGF-1 mediated neuropathic support. Then over to neurotic and metabolic support. The first one is lion's mane. The Latin name is Hericium erinaceus. It's a standardized extract containing this mushroom. It induces nerve growth factor, that is shortened NGF, synthesis, promoting neural survival, axon outgrowth, and myelination in prolonged nerve deprivation states. This is some relevant studies. A 2018 study showed its myelism enriched with activate compounds delayed neural death in neurodegenerative rat models with NGF upregulation. A 2023 study found herecrine derivatives from lion mane activated neuropathic pathways promoting NGF synthesis and enhancing peripheral nerve regeneration. Another 2023 UK study discovered its activate compound boosts nerve growth and memory through sustained NGF elevation. Next one is NMN, precursor to NAD plus and NAD plus, restoring cellular energy metabolism in stressed neurons, modulating SRT1 pathway for antiotropic effects and supports mitochondrial function and axon protection and repair. Some few relevant research study on this too. A 2022 study on spinal cord injury in mice showed that NMN restored NAD plus promoted motor recovery and modulated gene expression for nerve repair. A 2022 review noted that NAD plus restored with NMN protects nerves and promotes regeneration in Alzheimer's models, with implications for peripheral neuropathy. A 2021 Mayo Clinic study found NMN prevent oligodendrocyte loss and aids myelin repair in demyelination models. Then over to creatine supplement. Creatine provides high energy photophase reserves for ATP synthesis in nerve and muscle cells, protecting against energy deficits during regeneration and reducing oxidative stress. A 2021 review noted creatine's potential in nerve damage recovery with mixed but positive effects on muscle regeneration. A 2005 study on rats showed oral creatine improved peripheral nerve injuries, both repaired and unrepaired, through enhanced energy metabolism. A 2024 study found that it improves cognitive performance and brain energy level with crossover benefits to peripheral nerves. Then over to the vitamins and nutrients. Vitamin D3 activates vitamin D receptors that upregulate neurotropic factors like NGF and BDNF, promoting oligodendrocyte differentiation and myelin gene expression. Relevant research on vitamin D is, for example, a 2023 study on rats with neuropathy showed vitamin D3 improved functional recovery through enhanced remyelination. A 2013 study found it activates myelin-associated genes and aids repair in demyelination models. A 2020 study confirmed it activates pathways for oligodendrocyte maturation and remyelination. Then over to vitamin C. Acts as a potent antioxidant, neutralize reactive oxygen species that exacerbate axonal damage, support collagen synthesis for swan cell migration, and extracellular matrix stability. Relevant research on this in this context is from a 2022 study on rats that showed it prevented cisplatin-induced neuropathy through oxidative stress reduction. A 2000 11 study found it reduces neuropathic pain in animal models by modulating inflammatory pathways. A 2021 review note it improves quality of life in diabetic neuropathy via analogistic and neuropathic effective effects. Then over to omega-3. Serve as integral components of myelin membranes. Their anti-inflammatory derivatives resolve chronic inflammation and promote Schwann cells mediated repair. Some relevant research on this is from a 2017 study that showed that omega-3 promotes remyelination after toxic injury through lipid integration into myelin. A 2017 study on rats found EPA DHA accelerated nerve regeneration post-injury via enchanted axonal growth. A 2014 study confirmed its benefits, microlegal responses to myelin pathology, aiding clearance and repair. And then over to the multivitamin with focus on B complex, magnesium and zinc. B vitamins acts as contrafactors in myelin lipid synthesis, axonal transport. Magnesium stabilizes nerve membranes, while zinc support enzymatic antioxidant defenses. Some relevant research in GBS context. A 2021 review highlighted B vitamin's role in nerve regeneration by inhibiting apoptosis and supporting myelin formation. A 2021 study noted nutrients like magnesium and zinc maintaining health peripheral nerves through metabolic support. A 2022 review discussed B vitamins, magnesium and zinc in iron energy metabolism and cognition with implication for nerve health. This stack, combined with high protein nutrient, progressive training, adequate rest of course, and periodic heat exposure, creates a comprehensive environment for nerve regeneration. And this is the purpose, to get the damaged nerves, the damaged myelin and the axon to regenerate still after so many years after the damage. This stack, as I now explained, will not by one itself but all together help to process the body to start this regeneration of the axon and the myelin again, and it will accelerate the process. I will continue now to document the effect of taking these supplements and peptides, and I will show in videos. And now in the near future I will take a retreat to a tropical area in heat, because heat will also help the progress together with the stack. And I will be on this training retreat, and I will during 1 to 2 months now show you daily the progress and the effect of these peptides and this stack, what it will have on me. And remember, this is my own experiment based on the science and the research I have found, and it's not a medical advice. I'm not a doctor, but if it helps, I want to document it so it can give you hope if you are in the same situation, so that it can be something that hopefully can also help you. So continue to monitor the process clinically, and I will share updates. Please, if you have any question regarding the science or the reports, comments below. Subscribe for daily documentation of this journey. Thank you for watching.